How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the Dad and Daughter Podcast channel. I'm Dad. Uh, Kaepernick, Kaepernick, whoever the hell, funded autopsy reportedly finds Trey Reed didn't die by suicide. Family attorney Ben Crump hasn't confirmed. Um, yes, this has been posted a couple days ago. I just now found it. Because I was actually waiting on this particular autopsy report to come in. I do have a snapshot of the original report from the original person who the first person who did it, saying that there were no broken bones, no contusions, no scars or anything, no defense wounds. Police saying there's no scuff marks, ground wasn't disrupted or anything like that, blah, blah, blah. But a bunch of black people on TikTok were just automatically assuming a white mob automatically did it. Because a black man was hanging in a tree. Because black people don't hang themselves. That's what's going around. I did not thumb through this, but reading most of this, according to an update to a report from the Chicago Crusader, activists who are working with the family of Trey Reed and a verified source who is not authorized to comment publicly, the independent autopsies commissioned by Colin Kaepernick, Know Your Rights Camp Autopsy Initiative, which has not yet been released to the public, will confirm that black people already instinctively suspected Reed did not die by suicide, as the Cleveland Police Department initially alleged. Now, the police chief is black. The coroner is black. They say that Trey Reed did not have broken bones. There was no signs of struggle or anything like that. But you got a majority of black people. Oh, it's automatically white lynching. And everyone just ran with it because they share only one brain, apparently. So, I'm still waiting for this second autopsy to come out. A previously reported by Black Enterprise, after Reed's family and civil rights attorney Ben Crump challenged the initial ruling at the Delta State University, or that the State Delta University student died by suicide on September 15th and demanded transparency and a thorough investigation. What they are wanting is people who think like them to do the investigation and just agree with them, or maybe not even do the investigation at all, just sit around a table and say, what are you guys saying? That he had broken bones and all this? He didn't die by suicide? Automatically? Yeah, okay. We can do that. And then just go forward with that, but have fun because there's things called fingerprints. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't heard of that one yet. And of course, these people, if it does happen that way, oh, we're just going to go out and find 3 or 4 white people to automatically blame, and just so we can have a right to do whatever we want, hang them up or kill them, whatever. Anyways, Colin's organization stepped in to fund an independent autopsy to uncover the truth. To uncover the truth. Remember those 2 teens back in Las Vegas who ran over that police chief? The black kid's mom says his story, his truth, the truth will come out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that to update. I'm pretty sure that case has already been back to court already. Per a report from the Mississippi Clarion Ledger, although the official autopsy has not been released to the public, some of the initial commentary and rumors around his death amplified on social media connected his death with the death of a white homeless man, Corey Zacchaeus, whose death was also ruled a suicide. As they noted, the Southern Poverty Law Center found that there have been at least 8 suspected hangings of black men and teens in Mississippi since 2000. Like Reed's case, local authorities have ruled these deaths were self-inflicted, that is, death by suicide. While their families cast doubt on the official narrative, given the historical contents of lynchings in Mississippi and other southern states. I mean, they blame white people for everything else. Part of the reason for the rampant speculation and conspiracy theories being spread online can be traced to a podcast wherein Crystal Muhammad, the chair of the new Black Panther Party, asserted in a conversation with rapper Willie D that Reed's mother talked to her about what is reportedly in the autopsy report. It should be noted that both the Southern Poverty Law Center and the original Black Panther Party have denounced the new Black Panther Party and said that it bears no association with the original group. Okay, that was confusing as hell. In addition to this, misinformation about Reed's death spread after the initial autopsy was released. A person behind an account who claimed to be Reed's cousin alleged that he had injuries, specifically broken bones, that would have made death by suicide physically impossible. Although Creator deleted those videos because they were not true, they had already gone viral online. As Terry Wilson, the founder of the Idaho chapter of the Black Lives Matter grassroots chapter, told the Crusader, the response from Black Americans is rooted in a shared historical memory and context that only all blacks were slaves and only all white people owned slaves, which is total bullshit because none of them knows how to look shit up. I can never say that word right. This sophisticated machinery of racial terror is just a fascist strategy that relies on overwhelming force from multiple directions, including misinformation, intimidation, and threats, Wilson said. I think we're witnessing a coordinated campaign of disappearances, lynchings, and state-sanctioned killings that target black, brown, and indigenous communities. He continued, we need to address this method of lynchings by suicide. Wow. Lynchings by suicide, which is their way to rationalize, from a medical standpoint, their feelings. I think this is sort of a death rattle for white supremacy because they're relying on almost everything structural They're relying on almost every structural institution in order to justify or cover up the actions of folks. Oh, like black people go out and commit crimes, but other black people hide their ass from the cops. But it's okay because it's black people doing all this shit, right? However, when you guys think it's white people or when it actually is white people, oh, nail their ass to the wall. Throw the book at him, bury him under the jail. Wah, it was white on black crime. It's not legal. But you the same motherfuckers out there that says black on white crime is legal and okay to do. However, according to the New York Times, the 20-year-old Delta State student, Jaquan Wallace, who happened upon Reed's body while he is sympathetic to the family of Reed, absent the release of the second independent autopsy, he isn't inclined to automatically tie Mississippi's past to the body he found. We're just trying to look out for one another. A lot of people are trying to use this situation to kind of make it seem like it's racially motivated. There's a lot of signs pointing to this as not a racially motivated situation. When that whole story comes out, if it does come out, then it may give some people clarity. It may not. That's not up to us, Wallace told the outlet. Mississippi's Republican Governor Tate Reeves took a similar tack in his response to the incident, noting in his official statement, speculation from people who have no facts or evidence has dominated online conversations and even some national mainstream media outlets in the immediate aftermath of this tragedy. To Governor Reeves, the response represents a sad state of affairs in today's social media-driven world. Perhaps this was always going to be the route that suspicious death in Mississippi took, regardless of rumors fueled by social media or the incident's timing. Following the attempt by the right to The incident's timing following the attempt by the right to sanitize the legacy of Charlie Kirk, a white nationalist, after he was allegedly killed by Tyler Robinson, who had reportedly become disillusioned by Kirk's beliefs. Huh? Okay, I gotta look up what disillusioned means. Then maybe that sentence will make more sense to me. Michael Peeler, Delta State University's Director of Public Safety and the second officer who arrived at the scene of Reed's death, acknowledged that an independent investigation of Reed's death could draw a very different conclusion from the original statements from the police department, but noted that whatever the conclusion, he believes that it will be based on facts. Yeah, well, it better be based on facts. Once the investigation is over, then folks can see for themselves. I'm not a fortune teller, but I can tell you that they will see the facts, Peeler told the New York Times. Like I said, I am waiting for this other autopsy, this second autopsy to come out. And I don't know who it is. I did come across one story saying who it was, but then that article turned into an article about this said coroner, and the report was, and the what the article reported was not nice. AKA, this particular coroner had a track record of falsifying documents. So I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. So anyway, um, like I said, I'm waiting for the second autopsy to come out. And like I also said, I do have a snapshot of the first report that came out too. So, but anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, folks. And you guys, for now, take everything with a grain of salt. You just don't jump to conclusions like many of us already do, because a lot of you are not prepared to eat your words. So, and I know a lot of you won't, because it won't fit your narrative that it happened this way or it happened that way. Okay? So, yeah, just be mindful. So, I'm going to end the episode here, folks. You take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.